What's up, y'all? It's your boy G Money. I am back again as the host. Hey, let's hit that.
Draw Nickies on this shit now.
Yes, sir. The man is here. Like I said, hit that beat. He's making fun of me. But yeah, let's get to it. You on the Man K Sports Podcast. Your host G here. I got Mike T. I got a new special NFL analysis, football analysis for 613 Faye, the hybrid. Got Jay Jones and Wildcard Mar, baby. We back talking sports. Fellas, before we get sports or whatever, man. Hey, how was y'all's week? For real. Let me hear something good, hopefully, through y'all's week. Mike T, anything good?
Hey, listen, this has been a great week. Tomorrow, we're going to have a great day tomorrow. But this, if you're going to hear this, it'll be
why will we have a great day tomorrow or yesterday as we're talking about?
It's rivalry week, man. It's Blair versus Einstein. I didn't know this was a rivalry till, like, this year. But, hey, it's a rivalry. So, we're going to treat it as such. We're going to whoop Jay ass. Now, I also wanted to point out, you guys, and I'm going to do it for my other guys, Jay and Mar. G Money was not here last week for a reason.
What was that reason?
Dream Team foe.
Hey, maybe so. Yeah,
that man
duck. You know, you got to duck and move. Yo, Jay Jones, he's dogging your high school over there, man. You know, how was your week though?
And it's been real. It's been crazy, but it's been but you know, it's coming to a halt. I'm here with y'all. Rivalry week, as Mike said. So we going, you know what I'm saying? You gonna see it, one of us live gloating and talking shit at some point in time. You probably already would have seen it. But other than that, man, all is great. Wifey birthday is today, the day that it drops. So shout out to Wifey, happy birthday to her. So outside of that, man, all is good.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Always sing. Wildcard Ma, what got you in the singing mood, man? How's your week?
And life is good. So when life is good, it always brings you to a singing moment. I don't care what nobody say. So fam is good. My fellas over here, 613 Faye is good. My fellas at IW Sports is good. Yo, can't complain. And we get to talk sports. So hey, I'm a sing, dog.
Amen to that. Hybrid, welcome to the show for the second week in a row. How you doing?
Man, everything's good. Everything's good. Busy week for me, busy weekend for me, but it's the life of an entertainer. We have like a big show every other day. But it's a go-go artist. All don't know DC Go-Go. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Go-Go for the city. You know. But yeah, life is good right now, like my man Miles said. You know, and I can't complain, bro. Just ready to talk some sports. You know what I'm saying? Just kick it with my guys.
Yes, sir. Hey, with y'all, it's a good week. Shout out to my brother, my man Fu. He proposed to his girl this week. So, hey, much love to him. Much love to him. Had 2 birthdays, 1-year-old and a 17. So, but let's get to what everybody's here for. We're going to talk sports for all y'all that don't know. We start out with a little segment. I was off lately, but it's start, bench, and cut. So we're going to give you 3 names. Start, bench, or cut these guys. We're going defensive side of the ball this week. I got TJ Watt. I got Nick Bosa and Myles Garrett. Who you starting? Who you cutting? Who you benching? Wild card.
Really? All right, so I know where you know there's some defensive player of the year awards been tossed to Nick Bosa and TJ Watt. I get it. Myles Garrett, his name has been around there too. I can't remember if he grabbed one or not, but I know he was real close to getting one.
He's been close.
He's been real close. But man, my man was over there like doing the crossover and then got the sack. So I'm starting Myles Garrett just because he's a freak athlete and he for me, it tends that he stays on the field more than both Bosa and Watt, as in health, in games missed. So I'm gonna definitely start there, and then I'm gonna go TJ Watt. I'm gonna bench him. I'm gonna cut Bosa. As crazy as it sounds. Yeah, that's all right.
Hey, these are tough decisions. Tough decisions. All defensive player of the year candidates for sure. Jay Jones, what you doing?
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start TJ Watt. I'm gonna start TJ. TJ, man, when I watch him and I look at his stats, man, he gets the ball out, man. He causes a lot more fumbles. You know what I'm saying? He gets more turnovers. So when he sack you, he knocking the ball loose. Yeah, so he creating that turnover, and I'm a bench Myles Garrett. Kind of like what Mar said, that the athleticism, man. He's a beast. He's a dog. As all of them, and I'm gonna go ahead. Unfortunately, and I'm gonna cut Nick Bosa.
Okay. All right. Yep. So Nick Bosa getting cut. Hey, Mike T, what about you?
Hey man, this is gonna be easy for me. I'm gonna start TJ Watt. A stat that I heard on Monday Night Football: TJ Watt is the Steelers' all-time leading sacks person. Again, the Steelers.
Yeah, that defense.
Talk about defensive, and he's the sack leader, and he hasn't been in the league even that long. That's an amazing stat. So I'm gonna start TJ Watt. I'm gonna bench Myles Garrett because I do agree with a lot of what Wildcard Mar said about Myles Garrett. He's a total beast. But he still plays for Cleveland. And it's wild because Nick Bosa is on my fantasy team right now, and he's actually giving me some points. But I'm gonna cut him. So
Damn, I can't believe we're cutting Nick Bosa, the reigning defending.
And he got a stack Thursday night so far. Yeah.
Hybrid. Our football analysis 613. What you think?
I'm with my man Wildcard Mark, the fan of Patrick Mahomes, boy, as Shannon said. I'm starting Myles Garrett because athleticism, we just know athleticism runs a little longer with certain people than it does other people. And staying on the field, and your best, what they say, ability is your availability. I'm going to bench TJ Watt. For all the reasons Mike T said, because he can stay on the field a little more than Nick can. You know what I mean? And I don't like Nick Bosa. So I'm definitely going to cut. I don't like it.
Makes it even better.
Or joy.
Hey.
Get the Bosa.
All right. I can dig it, y'all. Well, I'm the host, so I play by a couple other rules. I'm gonna start TJ Watt. And I'm going to cut the hell out of both those guys and put Micah Parsons on the bench. Man, come on, man. Come on. How was he not in this conversation? How did nobody bring him up?
I'm a Cowboys fan. I didn't know that was the rule. That's not fair.
Hey. We got Cowboys make their own rules out here. You know what I'm saying?
I see. I'm glad I know that.
Hey, we're gonna switch it up here. We're gonna go to the panic button. Panic button alert. We still stay in NFL though. We got the panic button here for a couple teams, and if you got some others, feel free to bring them up. We got the Chargers, 0-2. We got the Vikings, 0-2, and we have the Cincinnati Bengals. Toot that horn, 0-2. Who is you pressing the panic button for? Is there another team that comes to mind as quick as those guys come? Jay Jones, start us out.
So the Vikings, I'm not hitting the panic button on them. They have 2 losses, but they've been to Tampa and Philly, which are not in the division. And they're technically about a game back, maybe a game or 2 back. I think Green Bay is 1-1, so technically they may be a game or so back. Chargers, same thing. They lost their 2 games. They lost by 1 possession. Wasn't really technically divisional losses, although in that division, I think Kansas City's 1-1. I think y'all leading that division. Y'all are 1-1.
1-1 Raiders and 1-1 Chiefs.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about the Raiders, but yeah. So y'all are one. So I ain't really worried about the Chargers, but the Bengals, I'm worried about. I'm kind of hitting the panic button on them. 2 divisional losses in one of the toughest divisions, and now Joe Burrow with this calf injury. Something that's gonna be lingering all year, and that's gonna be that might be a time to hit panic, man. So they either gonna have to sit him, which I think they should sit him for a few weeks and then bring him back, or he's gonna have to play limited. Like he can't move. I don't know if y'all seen his last 2 games, but he looks real limited in what he can do. So I'm hitting the panic button on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, that whole offense looks limited. Let's just be honest.
Hey, I ain't gonna say nothing because we play them, so I don't want them.
Let's you know
Wild,
what you go
wild
on.
card. Wild card. Who you hitting the panic button on?
Hey, no, Jay actually has the right answer, but I'm actually throwing one out just because if you put some thought process into it, I'm gonna say the Broncos, and the only reason why I say that is because Sean Payton coming out of retirement, and he could have had the choice of whatever team he wanted to really coach for. I don't know why he chose Denver. Russ, I mean, I'm not saying you already invested too much money and draft capital to get him, so I'm not saying you move off of him, but you gotta start at least thinking about some restructuring of that contract, or depending on how much of damn money you want to eat. But hey, I think it's an audition for Russ and for Sean Payton. Because my thing is, I thought you was good at coaching. Hey, what's up?
Thought you was good at coaching.
Yeah,
I mean, he does have that reputation.
Yeah, so you thought you was gonna turn water into wine, huh? Yeah,
I definitely like that choice a lot right there with the Broncos wild card for sure. Mike T, who you hitting the panic button on?
I got a few teams.
Shit.
Of course, the Bengals. Of course, I'm not really gonna go into them much because Jay did a great job of talking about the Bengals.
Don't know.
I'm gonna say the Chargers, the Vikings, and the Bills.
So why should the Bills be worried?
So they're 1-1 right now. They play on Sunday. Commanders are 2-0. Now both teams have.
Are you saying Commanders beat them?
Let me finish. There are two scenarios for this game. One is if the Commanders win, they have to win because they have to prove they can beat a good team. They beat 2 teams that right now are underwhelming teams so far. For the Bills, this is a game you should definitely win. This is one of those technically on paper cupcake game. So you should win this game. Falling down 1-2 in that division, is unpredictable in that AFC East. Even though Miami does look like a strong team right now, Buffalo's pretty much ran it. This might be the year that they don't run it anymore. So this is I say they got to put the panic. Of course, anytime Kirk Cousins is on the team, there's always in panic mode. Kirk came out the womb panicking. And the Chargers, bro. The Chargers is a weird team because they've scored a lot. They've scored points. And they don't have no turnovers, which is wild. 0-2, no turnovers, and they still
because that's coaching.
Could it be the coach?
Yes, it is.
They get a lot of penalties too, though. They get a lot as I was watching. Of course, they played Tennessee. They got a lot of defensive, roughing the passers and just goofy penalties to extend drives. That are game changers because they've been losing by 1 possession. So, but yeah, that goes to coaching. So somebody getting
we definitely talked about that early in this season. That's for sure. Hybrid, who you hitting the panic button on?
All right, so I'm hitting the panic button on the Bengals for every single reason that all the guys said, and also they're in the AFC North. Like you have three other teams that can possibly put you or keep you at the bottom. But I'm gonna disagree with y'all about the Vikings and the Chargers this week as far as a panic button because they play each other. So somebody's got to win. So somebody's coming out this game unless they tie. Somebody's coming out 1-2 with a chance to get back to 500 the following week. But the biggest person I think who needs to hit the panic button, Chicago Bears. Here's why.
Damn.
They're not behind Justin Fields at all. They've shown they're not behind him, but he's shown, hey, it's a guy in Philadelphia. I can do some of the same things that he can do. If you guys believe in me, give me the weapons to call smart game plays. And if they go 0-3, wrap it up. And they're going to be looking to get rid of Justin Fields. Now, my honest opinion is that the Chicago Bears didn't want Justin Fields. They don't want Justin Fields for real. It just sometimes teams have to take certain players or whatever, I guess, or whatever. And they're trying to do anything to tank. We said teams don't tank. I think they're tanking because when I looked at the game plan they call, I'm like, let them run. It's open. Why are you making him throw when he's proven he's not the best passer? That's another thing. That's why I said coaching is a big thing with the Chargers, with the Bears. If you don't develop these people and develop these teams and get rid of these stupid penalties and misplays and missed blocks and stuff like that, you're going to be in the same place. So I'll just say the Chicago Bears is the team that I think that needs to panic the most in the NFL because they can't. You just drafted a high draft pick. What, a year ago?
Well, they traded it.
No, I'm saying Justin Fields.
Oh yeah.
He was 11th overall.
Oh, he was 11th overall. But you get what I'm saying. Like, it's still they were mortgaging their future on him. You can't afford to do another rebuild, another restart.
Well, I mean, when you go get a quarterback in the first round, he's either going to start right away or he's starting real close at the beginning of the season. That's just regardless. But Justin Fields, he still got to take some of that on his own. Because I mean, like we all saw the clip. Had a guy running straight down the seam. It's like, bro, if you can't see that, so it's like, you know, you got to make the right read. So just as much, and I think it's a situation where they haven't taken care of him as a franchise, but he also has it 100% put the work in the plan to make sure that he's being at an elite level. So it's expectations too.
I think
we know he has to put in the work.
I mean, you can't really say that though. But you can say he's underperformed, but you can't say that he hasn't gone out the practice and tried. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. I'm saying we don't know. That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, as in the work, as in he's perfecting his craft. When you misread like that, that's not perfecting your craft.
Right. And he could just be bad.
I think they're trying to make him. I think they're trying to get him. I don't know, maybe to be a pocket quarterback. And he just sits. I know, and that's not what he was doing. That's not what made people believe if you start adding weapons around him that he'll succeed because he had 1,000 yards rushing last year. Only 3 quarterbacks have had 1,000 yards rushing. Vic, Lamar, and Justin Fields. So why does he only have 5 rushing attempts for 2 games? It just doesn't make sense.
He came out and on quote was like, "Look, I just don't feel like I'm playing like myself as much right now."
Because they're trying to. I'm assuming, of course, they're trying to get to be a pocket quarterback.
They're gonna let him loose real soon, I think. And
well, shit,
like
he got
last
Kansas
year,
City.
don't drop him on your fantasy team because that boy gonna catch fire.
No, you don't drop him. But the thing is you gotta make sure that as a coach you incorporate what he can do,
what he does well,
what
his
you
skill set,
and what you can do well as a coach. Because if you try to, you can't make him always fit your scheme. You gotta coach what you got on talent wise. He's a quarterback you got on the roster. You make your game plan fit around him. I mean, it should never, to me, it should never be the other way around because you're trying to.
And guess what?
But that's what the NFL is used to doing all these years. Look at the black quarterbacks or not just mobile quarterbacks, period. They want to make them sit in the pocket when their trait is to move around and make something at times. You know what I mean? That's just.
And in fairness, does he have, since he's been in the league, does he have the proper talent around him?
No.
We went to get DJ Moore. They got to work on the offensive line for sure. That's a fact for
And
any.
that was my next point.
We got to get the offensive, invest in the offensive line more so. But hey,
and it goes back to
there's
coaching.
still a lot of season to be played. It's just the first 2 games of the year.
Right.
Hey, to your point though, Vikings and Chargers gonna play against each other. One of them's gonna be 0-3, and anytime you start at 0-3, there's like
It's
a
over.
9% chance you make the playoffs. So
It's over.
Hey,
one of those guys is gonna be panicking afterwards.
Hey, a rumor has it that if the Vikings lose, they could be trying to get Caleb Williams.
He ain't going there.
I'll tell you what, anybody who has a chance at number 1 pick is gonna get Caleb Williams.
It's possible. They saying if they lose, rumors I've been seeing little rumors here and there saying if they lose, it's a possibility they
Him and Shador gonna be competing for the number 1 pick.
Fellas, this might be a knee-jerk reaction. I think Shador's going to be better in the long run. I just saw something on Saturday. We might get to it later. I just see something in the boy. You know what I mean? It's just like, wow.
go bad.
Black Tom.
Hey, we talking football. Let's keep it moving. We had week 2 in the books of the NFL. What's a couple games that stood out to you? We're gonna get to y'all's previews in a little bit, next topic. But what's a game that stood out to y'all week 2? Mike T, start with you, man.
I'll be brief, man. I watched the Monday Night Football game, the Browns and the Steelers.
That wasn't that fun.
It wasn't, but the Steelers' resilience was pretty dope to see. The Browns just gotta. That's another team that might be able to push the panic button as well, because I don't know if this Deshaun Watson thing is gonna work. He looks bad. He looks bad.
300. Oof.
Jay Jones, what you think?
I agree with Mike. And plus we don't know what pass interference is, defensive pass interference is anymore, because apparently they don't like to call it, or they depends on who the team is. But
or coach. We don't like Sean Payton much.
Yeah. Of course, I watched my team, Tennessee. We finally bounced back. All the Ryan Tannehill slander went away for this week. But the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks game stood out to me. I wanted to see how Detroit was going to bounce back after such a big win over Kansas City opening night, and they had a game I felt slipped between their hands. They should have had one at home, but Geno, hey, I kind of joked on him last week, but man, he came out that thing doing his thing, and they got the win on the road.
He wrote back to you.
Yeah, he wrote back. He tweeted me back. He ain't even right. He tweeted me back, but yeah, man. So that game stood out to me. So shout out to the Seahawks for getting one on the road, man.
Hey, hybrid. What game stood out to you week 2?
The man to my bottom left game, because I went on my +6, and they denied me. And they denied me, made me a fool. In all seriousness, I was so Mike T. So much on Justin Herbert. I said, let me watch the boy play. And I watched. I said, damn, the man ain't wrong. He's just doing stupid shit like he is. But like I said, it's not him. It's not his fault. It's I feel like his coach is like, this is a football game, y'all. Like he don't know what he's doing, like at all.
Hey, they is Cali though.
It was to his point, to Jay's point. Tannehill, he made a fool out of me too, because he was slinging that rock.
Yeah.
He made a couple questionable decisions.
Yeah, he held on the ball too long for sometimes. Yeah.
When it came to getting those mainly game when they needed to get first down. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was rooting against y'all because I wanted my +6. I was. And I was like, dang.
I wanted my +6.
You know what I mean? So yeah, the Titans and the Chargers was the game that really, because like I said, I don't watch them enough, like on a consistent basis. And I did, the Titans are on TV, you know what I'm saying, the Chargers on TV, seeing them, but I wanted to see, because we were talking about both teams, I wanted to see them play. And they played a pretty good game. It's just bad coaching on the Chargers side.
Wild card, wild card. I can agree. Hey, he messed up my parlay too. Shit. Wild card. How you stood out?
Nah, man. I mean, you had a lot of close games, really. That came down to one possession games. But I was actually liking that Packers and that Falcons game, man. I mean, man, B. John, hey, man, he showed why. Hey, I'm telling you,
Cook.
Rook of the year.
Hey, who took him in fantasy?
Hey, I got him in one league. I can't remember which one, which league is in. But I definitely got B. John Robinson. I was like, yeah, Youngie gonna cook.
Hey, they're off to a 2-0 start with him.
2-0 start. Hey, and Jordan Love don't look too bad, man. I don't think they missing Aaron Rodgers, bro.
They definitely
I'm being for real. It don't look like they missing yet.
I mean,
he's got to test this week with the Saints, though.
I know who is missing him.
For sure.
yeah, I'm about to say, they didn't want him. So, you know what I'm saying? The Packers were like, no, leave. No, you can go.
You can go. It's like, all right, we be all right. And he's making them look smart, dog. For real.
Hey, well, speaking of Aaron Rodgers' team, that's the game that stood out to me. My Cowboys, man. You know, I got to talk about these Cowboys. I got to get my plug in.
Oh my
God. We know that Aaron Rodgers.
Wait.
We know we're the Aaron Rodgers list. We know that. Okay, whatever. But this is supposed to be the best defense in the league, other than us, right? The New York Jets. What Dak do? He was 31-38 out there, 2 touchdowns. Hey, like Hybrid said, over 250.
How much did he throw?
Yep, over 250 yards. I heard last week.
I'm taking Mike T place in the Cowboys. I'm a Cowboys. That's it.
Hey, that stood out to me last week. But hey, I move forward after that week. Let's go week 3. Let's go week 3. What games y'all looking forward to this week in week 3 for the NFL? Hey, wild card. Start with you, man.
Man, I'm actually looking forward to be quite funny, yo. I'm actually looking at that Commanders and Bills, because now that I think about it, if the Bills go down and lose, we got a problem in Orchard Park, New York, bro. I'm just saying, because that was a fair point that you had made earlier. I was like, wait, the Bills. Then I thought about it, and then I'm looking at this matchup. I'm like, yo, that's because here's the deal. You look at what gave Josh Allen problems in week 1. It was because he got pressure up front. That's what the Jets do. Hey, Commanders can get after you up front with that front 4, dog. Hey, call it what you want. Hey, man, I'm
calling upset. Are you calling upset?
Hey, man, I'm putting the wild card. I'm throwing the card out there. That's the upset of the week.
Okay.
Down the Bills, baby.
Okay. I like it,
dog. I was like, wait, hold up. I was like, okay, yeah. That's what I'm rocking with.
Okay. That's a big one. Right there. Hybrid. That's a tough one to follow up right there, man. What you looking for?
That's crazy. No, because he took my pick, because that was it. But no. But this is why. Because I would never, ever in the history of the hybrid pick the Redskins on anybody's show. This one for the hybrid show. And I honestly think it's a toss-up. I'm just gonna pick the Bills just because it's a little better. The only reason. How he's, and mind you, I live in DC, so I see the guy still that. You know what I mean? And he's not all that, but that game. Also, I'm gonna tell you the game that I want to see. Dear Zach Wilson, can one game play like you can play?
Oh, they got the Patriots.
Sincerely.
I don't know. Bill Belichick might have homeboy's lunch table, have his lunch money and his whole dinner. Might even get his old lady, dog. You know he didn't kick his old lady.
The greatest coach again.
He's gonna shake that man down.
I was just saying, you know, Belichick just kicked his old lady out. He might go try to take Zach Wilson's lady, dog.
Hey, no, yeah, boy.
The MILF Hunter,
baby.
He's out.
I know it's a big ass.
Yeah, that's a hella ass, dog.
I hate Belichick so much, y'all. Like, I don't get it.
I like it. I like it. Jay Jones, what we looking forward to? Hey, can I point out if y'all put that joint on the docket, y'all would not mix games up. Jay Jones.
Oh, this what we on tonight? Okay.
That's what G-Money's on. He's on it.
So I'm looking forward to, of course, the Chargers and the Vikings, right? We already discussed that. Whoever comes out of that is 0-3, 1-2. But I'm looking forward to the Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs game. I want to see what Justin Fields going to do. I want to see how he's going to respond, and I want to see that Kansas City offense because that offense look a little shake, like they missing something.
Wild card took a drink to that.
Hey, Ma.
They look like they missing something, and I think I know where he is.
Hey, but it's cool because look. This is what I know. This is what I know. Hey, the defense hell in their business. You feel me?
Nah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Defense is hell in their business. So we ain't never seen the defense not be the worry in the first two games. It's always been, offense is good. We worry about the defense. This is the year that it flipped around. So but here's the good thing. Kelsey's back. Mahomes is still there. Andy Reid is still there. They're going to figure it out.
Taylor Swift ain't jinxing him?
All right, man. Hey, man. Oh, my God. I'm so disgusted with that whole situation, bro. Like,
I got him in fantasy. I ain't happy with the Taylor Swift edition.
Bro. First of all, because his first lady, Kayla, come on, man. That little.
She was bad.
Bruh.
She was bad. Yeah, I liked her.
Hey. She's a brick.
Yeah.
Now he's going to the pancake house. Like, what is we doing, dog? Okay, come on, man.
Hey, I feel you, bro. Hey, I'm interested in the Bucks and Philly game too.
Brick house to the pancake house.
Bucks and Phillies game. That's 2-0 teams. 2-0 teams there. Bucks and Phillies. Mike T.
I want to see Baker, man. I want to see Baker.
Mike T, what's the choice you thinking of?
Man, I mean, shoot, Mar and huh? What? I didn't say anything. I haven't said anything yet to say pause.
Not you. G.
What?
Got you with the pause. But anyway, I'm gonna go with the Commanders and the Bills for all the reasons that I said earlier. I think this is the most important game in the NFL this year. And the reason I say that is because it will define what these teams are moving forward. Again, the Bills can't afford to go 1-2 in the AFC East. And the Commanders, if they lose this game, they look like frauds now. So they have to win. They have to
win. Amazing wins early.
Right.
2 amazing wins.
Right. And this game also will show
bad teams.
And my NFC, even though we don't like each other's teams, my NFC brethren, this will show that we have dominance over the AFC East because we have yet to lose to an AFC East so far. Any of us. Y'all beat the Jets. The Philly beat New England. If we beat the Bills, then we'll be 3-0 against the AFC East, which is pretty big. And none of us have played Miami yet. So that'll be pretty big for us. So I think this is a big game. I think that it can go either way. Not being biased or anything like that. I think it can go either way. But I think it's very important for both teams to get this dub.
This dub.
I think for the Bills, it may be a little bit more important now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Stephon Diggs is at home. He's definitely going off if he don't get the ball.
No, I'm gonna add one too though before you go, G. The Cowboys.
So
that was gonna be on there.
Hold on. This is what we're not gonna do in this show this year.
My bad.
We're not gonna have Skip and Michael Irvin on this show, okay? We're not about to do that. Okay?
Are you saying we alley-ooping each other? Are we alley-ooping out here?
We're not about to do that.
Hey, G.
Put it down. Let's go.
No, we're not about to.
First of all, my kind of redskin brethren. Said I'm scared because our corner went down, and if we have trouble against Arizona as far as secondary, they can move the ball. it's not going to look well for the future. You know what I mean? So that's a game I'm going to be paying attention to. You know what I mean?
Let these man get the 6-0. He gonna be on here. G gonna be beating on the table.
Nah,
Hybrid gonna be.
Oh no. We get this. No.
I'll wear a helmet all episodes.
This is a no discussing behavior.
We get to 6-0. Watch this. Hold it.
Oh hell no.
We wear the helmet the whole joint.
I'm telling you.
If you don't know, watch us on YouTube, man. We're gonna be entertaining y'all. Right now, Hybrid's about to go get something that's gonna be official. I wish it was a starter.
Hey, I had it. It's gone a long time ago.
I had one back in the day too.
Hey, if you was on YouTube, and if you listening to us audio, this is not undisputed.
Not even close.
But we talk about games of the week to look forward to and stuff. The team we talked about possibly on the panic button, the Cincinnati Bengals against the LA Rams, man. Matt Stafford is looking good out there. I'll pause the South, he's slinging it. So y'all got it. Puka Nacua out there is going crazy. If you don't know about this kid, he's averaged like 40 not 40 targets a game, but 20 targets a game. He got like 15 receptions, setting rookie wide receiver records out here after the first 2 games. Like, hopefully you picked him up on fantasy. If you didn't, shit's on you. Laughs on you pretty much. But don't. He could be real nice. It could be real nice. If Joe Burrow might not play. 0-3. Whew. But hey, follow the money, they say. XFL, USFL, possible merger, then advanced talks. It looks like it's going to be a done deal pretty much. They're going to be doing a merger. Is this a big deal or nah, really? What's y'all's take on this? Wild card.
Yeah, it's a big deal because, man, we called it. Go look back at our second or third episode. We was like, yo, it would make sense for eventually for them to merge. I'm telling you, I know we said it.
Yeah, we believe so.
Throw the flag out. Challenge that. Go back. Listen to us.
I know at least within the first, the last season we had, at least like first few episodes. Because I mean, you got to look at it this way. It makes sense to do it because it was hard to keep up with XFL and USFL. I know they kind of at some point the seasons kind of overlap for like a couple of weeks, and then it went from XFL to USFL. But the problem is that if they had already merged, it's a bigger talent pool for them to work with each other and make it more competitive, because you know all these catches they want to try to get back to the league. So this is when you showcase it, and then you can go straight into training camp and possibly be on a roster. So this might be a second chance for some cats. So and plus, hey, there wasn't no mistake that The Rock was in Colorado's a locker room. That's building a relationship. So why not? Prime, some of your talent that can't make it to the league, may help funnel that talent to the XFL, USFL merger. Why not? Come on. It makes sense business wise because either one of y'all solo can't take away viewers or anything from the NFL because obviously it's time wise, but y'all can dominate a whole off season of football without the NFL if y'all do it together.
Okay. Hey, like he said, throw that replay. We on the internet, man. You can. We don't lie about this. Check it out. It's on the internet. It can be corrected. Jay Jones, what you think about this merger?
Hey, man, I'm standing for my man Wild Card Ma on that statement, man. We called that shit, man. We called it. But it's a big deal. Basically what Mar said, man. It's better to be together. Like it was hard to follow both leagues and keep up with each players and things like that. So now. Just simplify it, come together. I think it was maybe 8 or 10 teams in each league. So, combine them and it makes it easier to keep up. It simplifies it for the fans to keep up with teams and players. That way in the offseason, you can draw in more of a crowd. The biggest thing is going to be what networks are they going to be on? Because I know that was a big thing for, I believe, the USFL or even the XFL. Like sometimes they'd be on FX FX1 or you know what I'm saying, some kind of off-brand channel. So now you get to be on maybe a Fox or you know what I'm saying, something like that, and you can continue to create viewers and create fans, and hopefully you know, get those guys to the next level back into the NFL. So I think it's a big deal, and I think it's a great move. So hopefully 2024 we'll see, you know, that new league
That's
and
when it
what
becomes a
new
big
name
one.
it's gonna be called.
Oh, that's a good point. That's interesting. Mike T. Any thoughts on that new name?
No. But I do think it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal, not really a big deal. I just hope that they don't use the format of the USFL. The USFL uses hub cities. So they only have 4 hub cities, so they don't really travel as much as the XFL. So teams don't really have fan bases like the XFL does. So I hope they keep that same model of traveling every week. But I disagree with y'all when y'all keep saying way back to the NFL. I think this merger actually can, business wise and financial wise, it can make it so that some of these players don't have to play in the NFL. This could be the alternative. The Rock, like Mar was saying, The Rock was hanging around Colorado. He did the same thing with Jackson State, and then a couple of Jackson State players were in the XFL.
He did.
So, you could get names attached to this if you get big names. Like, cause see, for the most part, all of us are old enough to remember the old USFL and what was the league that Trump kind of took down? That was USFL too, right?
Yeah, that was USFL, and
Yeah.
this is the third try of the XFL.
Okay, so the USFL back in the day, we remember Herschel Walker playing in that. We remember Steve Young playing in that. We remember Warren Moon dominating that.
Kelly.
You know what I'm saying? Jim Kelly. They had some names. So if they can get some names that might not, you know what I'm saying? Like not the Johnny Manziels. Leave him out of it. Like don't put him in more football, nothing. But if we can get
Make it about football. I know you want some money, but
for example, Stetson Benson right now, he just got cut. You know, he can probably redeem himself in this type of league. So, you know, it could be cool. I hope they keep the same amount. I hope that they merge and bring all the teams from both because that gives more opportunities.
Yeah.
I hope they don't cut it down like, you know, with the ABA, the ABA and the NBA, where they just took a couple of the teams and they just put them in the NBA. I hope that they use both because I think like the XFL only had like what 8 teams or like 12 teams.
Yeah, I think it had like 8.
And then USFL had like so merge them together. You know what I'm saying? See what you get for spring football and go from there.
hybrid. Any thoughts, add-ons?
Yeah, so the merger, I think the merger was just about 2 dwindling or failing leagues that saw that apart, they can't compete with the superpower that is the NFL. And it has made more business sense to come together, you know what I mean? Because when you're that's just and that's why I agree with what Mike T was saying, that it's not necessarily to get back to the leagues. They want this new league to someday, you know, trump the NFL or at least reach some of the same plateaus or whatever. But I do think that it will be because we know the NFL, they'll grab people from anywhere if you can be eligible to play for the NFL. So I think this will be that chance for people too. But I think the people who run this new league will be in the mindset. Let's not keep funneling players to the NFL. We need to keep it so we can, because if you have a phenom in the whatever league now, if he goes to the NFL, people can watch him there. They want to keep him there so they can keep the sponsors, you know, et cetera, stuff like that. So, but I think, like I said, it makes sense, and I'm tired of flag football with helmets and pads. So I want, if they can get back to the football that we know, you know what I mean? Of course, player safety is a big thing. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want people to have concussions, etc. But I would like to see punishment for receivers going across the middle. Not punishment, sorry, consequence. So I like
going to downtown, huh?
Get back to that gladiator. NFL.
Got you, man. Got
You know
you.
what? You know what?
Smith for going down the middle. Damn.
Man.
Hey.
This means war.
I like it, man. Hey, I'm agreeing. It's a big deal, but also I feel kind of ways like, hey, these are two LIV leagues put in the joint against the PGA pretty much, but their pockets is nowhere near as deep. So hopefully they can combine some resources, make this thing work, because like all y'all said, it'd be a great development system. If we can get some good players there, things catch on for real.
Hey G, check this out. What if one of these Saudi companies want to back this merger, bro? I'm telling you.
That thing is going to work out easily then. That's a fact. He just drop cash.
Hey,
It's
be on the
endless,
lookout, man. I won't be surprised.
Somebody's bringing in cash. Let's switch it up. They're bringing in a lot of cash out here. Colorado
Le'Veon Bell gonna be back.
Buffaloes, man. Colorado Buffaloes. He bringing in. What you talking about now?
This is I'm saying about the merger. This is the thing, though, right? If they could get some main sponsors in there, in 2 to 3 to 5 years, they might be able to compete ratings wise. Because people are already upset at the product they put on the field as it is, the missed calls, a lot of the BS we've seen over the years. If they can, like I said, they can get a sponsor and get some great crop in there, I can see them ratings wise giving the NFL a run for their money. They're never going to touch the money wise. It's never going to happen.
There's no way they could be touching them at all, I feel like. But somebody who can't be touched though, Colorado Buffaloes right now, man. They 3-0. Hey, I will say this, Mike, they ain't beat nobody 50-0, like that. It was a close game, but hey, let's recap that shit, because that was a wild game. That was all his money's worth out there, man. Mike T, let's start with it.
First of all, since we were talking about Colorado, you just disrespected me.
What? Coach Drip.
Coach Drip say.
Hey, see, I got you.
Coach Drip, the drippiest of the drip. He says, listen, man, we told y'all we was going to win. Now, everybody keep talking about it wasn't impressive. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. Shut up. We won. We won the game. That's all that matters. That's all that ever matters. Now, number 11, Blackburn. Let me say this to you, brother. I don't wish any ill will on you. You know why I don't wish no ill will on you? Because I'm a grown man. And that's not what grown men do to kids, one. And two, about with the kid, you still shouldn't do that. That's not right. So death threats, all you people that have given that kid death threats, you're some losers.
Straight up. Horny.
You're some losers. You're some losers. But Blackburn. I'm so glad you didn't get kicked out of the game, because you're the reason why the game got tied up at the end. Got shook out the shoes by Jimmy. My main man, Jimmy Horn Jr. Listen, bro. This Colorado team is explosive. I keep telling everybody to watch. Listen, I'm going to say we, you know, because us coaches, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to be this good. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's top level coaches. Like, we top level. Me, Coach Tom. You know what I'm saying?
I can't stand.
Tell him drip.
We upper echelon. Like what we just did. Y'all seen this on Saturday. What we just did to Einstein is.
They caught an L. They caught an L. That's what they did.
Hey, this little Oracle drip out here. Oracle drip.
Drippiest of the drip, baby. You know what I'm saying? I got my hand because, you know what I'm saying? Because I need you to understand it. Listen, if I'm talking too fast, you need to listen up real quick, okay? You hear me? You dig me? The Colorado Buffaloes are going to Oregon this week, and I know we're not getting to that yet, G, so I'm not going to go into that, but I'm just going to say, yeah, man, it was a big win. What it did show, seriously, on a serious note, what it showed the most is this team is resilient. They will not give up. It does not matter. And in the words of Kamal Prime, if you got to kick ass, kick ass.
Hey, tease him a little bit, drip. Tease him a little bit, drip, with that Oregon, Colorado. What you talking?
Listen, player, man. Listen, baby. Oregon coming out with some special cleats and coach dripping from cleats. I seen them in color changing cleats. It's going to be changing colors with Shador throwing them damn touchdowns with y'all though.
They look like some mood cleats.
Shador, this is my prediction because we're not at that part yet. Shador Sanders has his Heisman game this game.
I like it.
Oh,
Jay Jones, what you think of that Colorado State game, man?
Hey, man, that game was late as shit when it ended, bro. Man, I said, damn, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
I was out my damn self.
It was like 2:30 for y'all out there,
man. That shit was like 8 a.m., man. I finished watching that shit and went straight to work, man. I thought I was getting out the strip club. I said, damn.
It was the strip club, damn near.
Yeah, I said,
y'all wild, man.
Hey, I'll tell you what, ain't no hotter ticket than going to a Colorado game, man. Lil Wayne opening up for y'all. Let's go, Master P.
And then Key Glock performing in the locker room. You got Cameron up there.
But I had to play out there too. And they had go out there.
That ticket's worth it out there, man.
At any point in time, you can have any rapper from 2005 to 2023.
Yeah, that shit, man. Hey, all jokes aside, though, that joint, the game was lit, man. It lived up to the hype. Colorado State definitely put up more of a fight than I thought they would. I mean, I didn't know much about Colorado State, but you know what I'm saying? Their receivers, they had 2 receivers that were Torrey Horton and Lewis Brown IV. Those dudes, man, they kept running that damn drag cross route across the middle. I was wondering when Coach Prime and them was going to figure that out, but they was balling. Of course, Shador did his thing, you know what I'm saying? Brought him 98 yards down the field, did what he does best, man. Colorado State had an interesting stat to me. They had 4 turnovers, but they had 17 penalties for 182 yards. And to lose by 1 possession, you look at that stat, man, it could have easily may have went the other way, depending on the penalties. But that's a lot of penalties and that's a lot of yardage. A lot of them was personal fouls. A lot of people were saying that they were playing, that they thought they played dirty. Which obviously the big topic was Travis Hunter getting hit by Blackburn. But yeah,
that's a big blow for Colorado.
Yeah, that's a huge. You know, it was definitely dirty. It was not needed. But I'm with Mike, man. I don't think the kid deserved death threats, although there was some sucker shit that he did. But the game was phenomenal. It lived up to the hype, man. Can't wait for the Oregon game.
Hey, right? I think they on college. They might be on College Game Day this week. I think.
No.
All their games need to be prime time, bro. Like
this game starts at 3:30.
Okay, then it might is the next one. I guess think at USC possibly.
USC when they back at home.
That shit.
Wild card. Any thoughts? Recap.
Hey, just real quick, man. Hey, it was a rivalry game, so it was intense. Obviously, when you're the underdog, you're gonna play with a chip on your shoulder, so you're gonna kind of play to the whistle. Sometimes a little bit after it. The hit that everybody's talking about. Hey, I mean, they call it a football play. Hey, he had enough time to let off that, pause and not make that hit, because the football hit the ground
and bounced
and like literally, like you saw your teammate, you ducked under him and made sure that you put yourself right in the pathway of Travis Hunter. So it was some sucky shit, but it was more sucky shit for adults and stuff and kids or whoever's doing it, whoever's responsible to throw some death threats to his family. Like that's some real sucky shit. So you don't meet sucker shit with sucker shit. Like, come on now. Like, because from afar, y'all both just look like 2 sucker shit. So,
sucker shit plus sucker shit equals sucker shit.
Sucker.
To your point, Marlon, real quick. The reason why it got that deep is because the punk ass coach ain't do shit about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he would have got disciplined, nobody would be threatening him.
That's my next point, because the fact of the matter is, you got to take that hit into account, and to the fact that you got 17 penalties for 182 yards, and a lot of that is personal foul. So showing that is no discipline, and to me, it takes away the great effort that you guys put on the field, because y'all weren't supposed to be in that game. Y'all talent level as a team was nowhere close to Colorado, but y'all fought, and to me, it gets diminished because you played undisciplined football and it cost you the game. And I'm with you on that, Mike. So I mean, undisciplined coaching creates undisciplined players and undisciplined behavior. That's just that's how shit works in football or any sport. If your coach is undisciplined, how you expect the team to be undisciplined? So they can have that mantra that they play with grit and toughness. No, y'all undisciplined as hell.
Yeah. Hey, hybrid. Any thoughts, recaps of the Colorado game?
Okay, my first thought is Shador Thomas Brady Sanders is the truth. You know what I mean? He's the truth. You know what I mean?
He's averaging over 400 yards and 3 touchdowns a game.
He's the truth. He looks calm. He looks. I see where it's number 2. See, he wore number 2 because he didn't want to add the 1 to it, because he's like, man, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, let him know who I really am. You know what I'm saying? He just, they transferred the essence of, you know what I'm saying, of Brady.
He's number 2 if you know him too.
You know what I mean? So, but his heroics saved the game. Shout out to you, Shador. You did your thing. You're proving there's one thing that a lot of kids who are children of pros and all-timers like Deion Sanders, they can't say that they do it on the field or the blacktop or the hardwood. You proving what you did. My father's genes, they run into me, but I'm my own person. My father ain't slaying this rock.
It's in my blood, though.
It's in my blood, though. Secondly, shout out to Shallow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I saw his prime say that, that was a dad moment. Man, as fathers, as fathers, we live moments like that, especially in his, field and everything. Shout out to Shallow. But I'm going to say something that y'all probably don't agree with. But for the first half, Prime was being out coach. He was being out coach. Because, like you said, crossing route. I'm sitting there saying, bro, it's crossing route. Tell them it's crossing route. Tell them it's crossing route. And he's like, they didn't get the message. You know what I'm saying? Henry Blackburn. Y'all said it. I ain't gonna pile too much on you. I was mad Saturday. I was pissed at you Saturday. But because you robbed us of what? And then it's not even just that. This man has to wait out 2 to 3 more weeks to see if he's eligible to play again. You know what I mean? Like that's not cool. But all you people that sending him death threats, y'all go eat a dick. Pause. You know what I mean? Because it's a game. It's a game. Yeah, he was wrong, but at the end of the day, it's a game. You look pissed the whole game. Did y'all see that?
Who was that?
Deion Prime. He looked pissed the whole game. Like nothing was going right for him. You know what I mean? And I'm glad Shador pulled it out. It's right though. Reverse engineering some bull material. And it worked. 3.5 quarters. Almost 4. Then overtime came. And my man, Shador Thomas Brady Sanders, did his thing. You know what I mean? So like now, I will say Colorado's defense is suspect.
Oh, bro.
Or they're gonna lose to Oregon. This is my honest opinion. They don't get together. They're gonna lose.
Hey, let's jump right in there. Let's jump right in there for next week. Colorado going up against the Oregon Ducks. Is that so you're saying the Ducks are going to dominate?
Oh, no. My pick is still Shador Thomas Brady Sanders in the Colorado. Still my pick. I'm still going to pick him. I'm just saying Shador, Shallow plays, defense. Shador doesn't. So, but I'm sticking with Colorado. I think the distraction.
That's upset alert technically because they're the 19th ranked team. Oregon's the 10th.
And then you see how
favored by 20.
But this is another thing, right? They went down one.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Their ranking went down one because of the product he lost to, I guess, type thing or whatever. But hey, I know Mike T got something to say on this same matchup, man. Coach Drip, what you got to say on this matchup? Because I know you talk. It's upset alert, baby. NCAA football.
Well, so this is what happens when you try to read my mind. Because actually, I wasn't even going to say nothing about this one. I actually had a couple of other games that I wanted to point out. But since you asked about this one, two things that you guys have said. Well, one thing that you guys have said, and one thing that you guys haven't said, which kind of alerts me that you guys really haven't kind of been watching the games for real. Okay, so Colorado's wide receivers, Jimmy Horn Jr. ranks #1 in Power 5 among all Power 5 wide receivers in catches. Xavier Weaver ranks 3rd in receiving yards and 2nd amongst all Power 5 in catches. Travis is not being there is not going to hurt that much. Let me let y'all know that right now. If you watch Jackson State last year, you know that this happens with him. Unfortunately. So we played a lot of games last year at Jackson State that we played without him. And we won. Like this was I've been saying this. I said this on the Hybrid Show, and I'm saying this on this show as well. If you watch this Colorado State team and Colorado team, and you watch Jackson State, every game so far has mirrored a Jackson State game. So it's pretty much the same thing. I do got them beating Oregon. Go Buffs, but to be brief, I'm just gonna be brief for a couple games that are big games. Florida State, Clemson is the big. If Clemson loses, you might as well just kiss Dabo goodbye for a little bit. Let me point out also the Pac-12, which is dissolving, which is stupid now, because they're on freaking fire.
Yeah, they got the hottest winning percentage as a conference.
They're all undefeated, I believe, except Stanford and California, I believe.
Yeah. As a conference, they definitely got the highest winning percentage.
Yes. Utah, UCLA is going to be a big game. This is another one that might be a burial game. Ole Miss, Alabama. Nick Saban cannot go 2-2. Also another game that's a big game. Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Yes, he can.
Woo! I got that one too.
No. The only way that Nick Saban can go 0-2 is if Georgia loses one. Georgia has to lose at least one game, and I don't see Georgia losing no games this season. They're very overpowerful. But that Ohio State, the Ohio State Notre Dame game is going to play big into the playoffs, because if Notre Dame wins and they just run through the table, you might as well say them beating Ohio State at this point of the season is a big enough win that if they just run the table for the rest of the game, they just lock themselves into a playoff spot.
I agree with that. That would definitely be a locked in.
That's a good statement. Good take.
Wild card. What you think?
Nah, man. I mean, Mike T. I mean, that's Coach Drip is the college guy, man. He on it. So I'm rock with all the matches that he talked about, because you got to be honest. Even though it's only what week 4 in college football, the fact of the matter is, hey man, the leaves is falling and they turning colors. So you got to start positioning yourself in this college football playoff, little stretch, and it starts pretty much right now when you start getting into conference games and big matchup games. So all this stuff matters right now. It's going to matter come November, end of November, after Thanksgiving and all that. So, hey, my team on it.
Okay. Hey. Let's switch topics a little bit. We going. I wasn't here last week. WNBA playoffs. Any updates for y'all? Do y'all change some of y'all picks? Do y'all stick with them? Any updates you want to change or let us know? Jay Jones.
Nah, I still got the Liberty and the Aces in the finals, and I'm going with the Liberty to win it all.
All right, everybody. Y'all give me a thumbs up. We good.
I don't agree with him. The same way he thinks that the Liberty is going to win is the same way he thought Einstein was going to win.
Oh, shots being fired still.
You know the two things that Liberty and Blair got in common? They both got L's, and they gonna catch one too. Blair, strays, bow.
Ooh.
Hold on, you still the scene when you look at me.
Hey, no.
Getting back down.
Hey,
50 last week. You talking shit?
hey, man, that's whack ass. That's Kennedy, man. We gonna serve y'all. We got dinner plates for y'all, man.
You know what they say? Y'all wear baby blue, right? Because y'all the little babies of the mo.
Oh man. Hey, if you don't know, we from the Mo County area in Maryland, MC Montgomery County. If you don't, school's going at it back in the day. So this is where we grew up at, man. But hey, someone we did not grow up is on the baseball field in the MLB. Yo, playoffs are coming. There's about 10, possibly 12 games left in these teams' seasons. Who is in the playoffs? Who gets out of the playoffs, y'all think? There's 3 wild card teams as well with this. Hey, some of these teams who is in the playoffs for sure. Mr. J. Jones, Atlanta Braves. They're already locked in there. Who else do you think is in the playoffs? Possibly. Let's start with the AL. Everybody go AL picks, American League.
So you got Toronto, you got the Blue Jays, you got the Rangers, you got the Mariners. Toronto has the toughest percentage schedule. Seattle has 10. I think all their games are at home. And the Rangers, they basically have the easiest schedule. So I'm gonna go with Texas. I think Texas go ahead. They just the other night they scored 15 runs. I think they're gonna start getting it going. I think Toronto, they have their record against the AL is not really that good, and that's who their last opponents are. And the Mariners, like I said, they got a tougher schedule, man. So I'm gonna run with I think the Rangers gonna get in, man. Rangers gonna get in.
Okay. Rangers getting in with that. Wild card Ma.
Well, obviously, I think Houston probably ends up winning that division. Obviously, Minnesota, I think they got that on lock. And with the East, I think we had talked about a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna go with the Rays to take that. I mean, I know they as of right now as we're recording, it's 2 back, so it's by the time it drops, it can easily change because they're real close to each other. So, but.
Look real smart, or you gonna be wrong.
I know. Hey, it is what it is. But either way, one of those is going to be one of your wild cards for sure.
Yeah.
And then you got 2 more spots. So I think honestly, since Houston is getting that division, Texas and Seattle might sneak in there as well. As wild card. So was it? Or is it only 2 wild cards? Is it
three wild cards? It'd be 3 wild cards.
Yeah. Then it's 3. So definitely the other team in the East who doesn't win in that division, and then 2 from the West, which will be Texas and Seattle.
Okay.
That's how I think how it plays out, at least on the AL for sure.
Hybrid, you talking any baseball?
Hell yeah. So first off, my Orioles are taking it because I'm a hometown guy. Orioles or Nationals, and my 2 baseball teams. My Orioles are going to take it. But I'm gonna say, to me, for the wild card, it's going to be the Astros, and most likely, I'll probably say the Mariners too.
Okay. Bet. Mr. Mike T.
I already told y'all what the Orioles are going to do. And I'm going to stick with my pick. I still think the Orioles are going to take it, the AL East. But I do think, I agree with Mar, whoever doesn't win the AL East is going to be one of the playoffs, the wild card spots. And,
yeah, because they're leading.
I agree with Jay, also as well as about the Rangers. And Seattle, too. Seattle looks like they can come on stronger. And to Jay's point, they got 10 home games. So that's a lot of home games. They can, do some good things there. So those are my picks.
Hey, those are exactly my picks as well, right there. Rangers, Mariners, Houston. They're gonna be in there. So let's go NL. Hey, let's go back to one of the best NL teams, Mr. Atlanta Braves himself, Jay Jones. Who's getting in the NL? It doesn't even matter for your Braves, actually.
Nah, it matters, man. It matters, man. Postseason is a different season, man. Like, hey, I ain't going. Hey, the Phillies gonna get in. The Phillies gonna get in. And I think Arizona's gonna get in. I think those 2 teams are gonna get the wild card spot.
Okay. One more wild card. One more wild card.
Is it one? I think with Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's like one game behind out there.
Yeah. So I will go with those three. I'm gonna go with Philly, Arizona, and Cincinnati.
Hey, Jay Jones always rooting for Ellie De La Cruz out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm gonna go with them
Man.
over the Cubs. I'm gonna go with them over the Cubs.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mr. Wild Card Ma, what you think? What you think over there?
Good. Yo, that's tough. I'm definitely rocking with obviously Atlanta's already in. The Dodgers are already in. So there's divisions are on a lot. For the Central, obviously, Milwaukee got a nice little lead, so they'll probably finish that off.
Yeah.
But wild cards, man, oof. Obviously, I think Arizona get one of them for sure. Philly gets another one. So, but then it comes down because Miami's right there too. Chicago, Cubs, Cincinnati. Because they all been kind of up and down all damn season.
Oh yeah.
like that's
I think
Philly,
Chicago's
Cincinnati,
gonna
man.
Hey, on some real,
And
I want Cincinnati to roll through because of Ellie De La Cruz, but I think
too.
Chicago got a little bit.
He caught fire at the end. He's definitely caught fire at the end. Cody Bellinger is having a rebirth to his career this season.
Yeah, that's why I think the Cubs. I think that's why the Cubs probably take that last one. Miami, they don't create enough offense. They don't.
Yep. Mike T, you want to talk baseball?
Hey man, just be brief. I'm gonna go with Phillies. I'm gonna go with the Diamondbacks, and I'm gonna go with Miami.
Hey, I like that last one. I like that last one. You know that. MIAO hybrid. Any thoughts for the NL?
Hey, I'm gonna go Philly. I'm gonna pick the Reds just because I love Ellie. Like he's what baseball needs right now. You know what I mean? As far as what he can do, so many things. And then I say yeah, because the Diamondbacks are ahead of the Cubs. Yeah, I'll say the Diamondbacks most likely because
Yeah, I got like y'all said. Braves, Dodgers, and Brewers got it locked up for the divisions pretty much in the NL. I'm going with y'all Phillies, Diamondbacks, and hey, Coach dripping me, baby. Miami Marlins. I'm hoping I caught this shit early in the year before the season started.
Both, me and you both.
I'm hoping that trade worked out, man. Shoot, but hey, updated on the AL. Julio Rodriguez from the Seattle Mariners is just got placed on a 10-day DL.
Oh
So
shit, that's
pretty much
it.
out for the season. Does Toronto take that spot now? With y'all quick.
I mean, they still play 10 home games.
All right. So you got Seattle still.
Yeah.
Jay Jones, Seattle or Toronto in there?
Toronto.
Vlad, wild card.
I want to say Toronto, but I think they just ain't gonna grab.
Slow down, man. Slow down.
Grab it.
Slow down.
I didn't say nothing.
Don't show us the motion. Don't show us the motion.
Slow down, man.
Oh man, what's going on in your life over there, sir?
This MLB is out of control. This podcast is out of control.
Mariners. There we go.
Okay, he's sticking with it. Sticking with the Mariners. Hybrid. Blue Jays and Mariners in there still.
The Blue Jays. Me as an ex-Yankees fan, so I'm gonna pick the Mariners.
Okay. Hey, something the Yankees might do. Shohei Ohtani might will be a free agent this
I'll be
next
back.
baseball.
I'll be back, baby.
Shohei Ohtani, free agent next year. Somebody Yankees
Come to the Nationals.
Come to the Nationals, man. We wish over here, shit. But hey, is he worth the signing? He won't be pitching this whole next season. That's not guaranteed. His agent already came out. He's only hitting next season, but he should be good by opening day. He just had. They don't say it yet for Tommy John surgery. He'll pitch in 2025. Is he worth the big contract as a free agent here? Wild card.
To be honest, now that I know that he's not pitching, man, I would get him on probably like a 2-year deal type type joint. Only because it's like I need to see if you're healthy, and I'm not gonna pay you that big money that I was gonna pay you because you're not pitching. So now I got to pay you as a top hitter now. So
I mean, that's a lot of money still, though, right?
I mean, probably 250, 300. But I'm saying, like, at one point they was talking about 600, 700, like even 8. So it's
Yes, sir. We all the way up.
yeah, I can't pay you that now because you're not pitching. So I got to pay you like a top hitter, and that's like 330, 300, 280, somewhere around there.
Hey, would Atlanta pay up, Jay? What would you pay up for
Nah,
Shohei
we
Ohtani?
ain't paying that shit. We good. That's my man's and shit, but nah, bruh. But what do we know about sports, right?
It be sports.
We know somebody, right? Somebody is going to overpay based on the potential, right? They've already seen what he can do. He batted what 304. He had an ERA at 3.1. He had 10 wins this year. Probably could have had more if he didn't play for the Angels. Somebody's gonna overpay.
Leading the league in home runs at the time, too.
At the time, till my man's came through, but that's a different subject. But all I'm saying is somebody's going to overpay Shohei Ohtani just for the potential, even though we don't know what he's going to look like after the surgery. He's going to be between 30, 31 years old. Somebody's going to overpay him. His bag has not changed. He is going to get it regardless.
He's under. I want to say he's under 30 because he's having the same surgery
29.
Bryce Harper did. Bryce Harper had it this year. His power stroke came on at the end of the year.
Slow down. I'm there. Slow down, Chief.
But hey, Mike T, what's Shohei Ohtani worth?
Hey, the Angels are not the Anaheim Angels, but they're the LA Angels. Right?
Los Angeles, Anaheim.
He's been hanging out with Anthony Davis. Listen, but what the hell going on? How the hell you gonna tell me? See, this is why baseball gets away with bullshit. Hey man, hey listen, man. I can only play offense. Not defense. I can't even mess. My rubber elbow can swing, but I can't pitch.
To his defense, though, he is the only person in the entire MLB that does that.
That's true. That's true. That's why he's leveraging the way he is leveraging it. So I would say he's worth it to a team that's going to pick him. So, for example, I'm a Nationals fan. If he wants to come to the Nationals, he can play quarterback for the Washington Commanders. You can do whatever the hell you want to. We'll sign you for whatever the hell you want. My man Steven Strasburg is leaving, man. So come on, Ohtani. You want to play with Ovechkin hockey? You can do that too. You can do that. You can do whatever you want to come here. But if I'm a team that's really trying to win, I'm not giving him everything he wants. I ain't giving Shorty that. Like if I'm like the Yankees, I'm not doing that. I'm not dropping the bag on him. But if I'm a team that's trying to be on the come up, I'll drop the bag for him.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Hybrid. What you think about Shohei Ohtani, Mr. Do It All?
Dear Ted Lerner, the owner of the Nationals. Shohei's a free agent. Pay whatever he wants. Pay his wife whatever he wants. Do whatever she wants. Pay his mom whatever she wants. To the Nationals. Yes. I think for the Nationals, he is worth every penny that he wants. If he want 800, give him 800. I don't care. You got it. Saying. Because we don't have nobody. We let Juan Soto go. I'm still beefing that we let my favorite player go. That's
who?
Very clever.
Y'all don't like him. Bryce.
He
was my favorite player then.
You see, Mike C.
Bryce is always good with me.
I was mad at Bryce for a second with library that they wasn't going to pay my man. So, you know.
That's bullshit. He lied. He's a tramp.
Call him a tramp.
But I would. But I know now. To Mike T's point, if you're not the Nationals, they have nobody that we have like no attractions. It's like that's like the Wizards signing Michael Jordan when he was 40. You know what I mean? Like that's like where I'm at now. Like we need something to rave about because we know winning is not in our forecast. But if you're the Yankees,
are you just gonna gloss over the fact that Mike T just cut somebody out like old school Baptist lady style, calling somebody a tramp?
Lady of the night.
See,
hey, you might be getting Shohei Ohtani for that price right there. You get him a discount right there.
I'm not paying. If I'm a team that wants to win and has other picks, like if I'm like the Padres, hell no, I'm not paying them that because you have dogs.
A lot of money over there.
Yeah, they are.
They high as hell.
Oh, exactly. Right. But if I'm the Yankees, him and Judge, that might be something to see. But I wouldn't pay him that 800 he wants for 600. He's around the 350, maybe 4 range. You know what I mean? Honestly, because if he does get better, when he does get better, which most likely because he's Asian, so no disrespect, but he might know some shit he don't know, and he might come back, you know what I'm saying, throwing 1,000 miles per hour. So you never know. But
that's why they gonna rest it that long. Make it worth the while.
You know what I'm saying? So I think he's worth at least like 350 to 4. I say that.
He come here. He gonna be in stadium.
He been hanging with NBA players. That's why they gonna rest it so long. That's what the hell he been doing. He been chilling.
Hey, but any team out there is smart. You bet you pay him as much as you can for as many years as you can for as little as you can. Pretty much. You gotta get. It's the best discount price you get on a player like him. I feel like at this point, for sure.
And 350, 400 is a discount.
Bryce Harper, you be on that bull jump.
Come on, John.
Get him.
Turkey.
But hey, one more thing in the MLB. Some historical performances technically have not came yet, but we got Adam Wainwright that threw his 200-win game for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's his fourth pitcher as the Cardinal to do it, but also we got Ronald Acuna approaching. He's not there yet. Approaching a 40 home run, 70 steal season. Something ain't nobody's done before. What's the bigger historical presence or importance for y'all? Is it Wainwright or Ronald Acuna with the 40-70 this year? I'm gonna save Jay Jones for last. Mike T. What you think?
Acuna. You already said it's never been done before.
Yep. Wild card.
Hey man, let's keep it moving, man. There ain't no other answer, dog. Like something that ain't ever been done before. Talking about, yeah. Come on, now.
Hakuna Matata, baby. Hakuna Matata, hybrid.
I want these guys.
Jay Jones, we left the floor for you.
Nah, man. You know. It's a spectacular season, man. I'm happy to see it. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? MVP, something that has never been done. It's a great individual stat. It's a great individual achievement. You know, Wainwright had 200. That's a great accomplishment as well. So I just want him to keep it going. Acuna into the playoffs, man, and bring back that chip. That's all, baby. Keep it going.
Hey, no hard feelings here, but I know Jay wasn't the one that picked you Acuna for MVP of the NLL at one point in the season.
He a damn lie.
Hey, we on it.
He a damn lie. I'm gonna go pull that clip too. No, I said I named my NL MVP, and you was like, you ain't gonna name Acuna, and I was like, that's my man. I ain't want to start off with him, but yeah.
It wasn't his first choice then, I guess.
That's exactly what happened, though. That is exactly what happened.
You see the villain, dog? You see the villain?
I remember that too. Nah, you ain't gonna give me like that. When they changed them stolen base rules, I said, "Oh, my man gonna get MVP, bro."
Hey, Jay. Tell us how I went again. How'd you do it? You pick somebody else.
Hey,
I'm trying to get your back. I'm trying to listen.
You trying to what?
Paul, I got your back. Paul.
Hey, we having too much fun on this podcast.
Can't let you attack you like this, Jay. Go ahead, man. You didn't pick Acuna. Why didn't you pick Acuna?
I picked him.
Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass. Hey, we gonna whoop your ass on tomorrow, and you gonna come back. Hey,
Shameless plugs. Blazers.
This is me and G Week together. We're friends.
Oh man.
Hey.
So you put him up to that.
What you mean?
So you put him up to that pulling that receipt out on Jay.
Oh man.
No. This is just the psyche of a Blazer.
Oh man.
I didn't tell him nothing to do this whole show. He did it himself.
Let's go back to that Acuna season. Like we said, it's never been done before. 40-70. It's only been a 40-40 club before that. And that's a very select few in the MLB history. Anybody name any? Anybody name any? Trivia.
Ricky Henderson. That's the question. You think anybody ever gonna touch that record?
Well, 40-40. There's only been four players that ever done that.
It was 6. I thought it was Ricky Jackson. Was it Ricky Jackson or Ricky Henderson?
Ricky Henderson. He's the man stolen base, but he ain't ever done it. Actually.
Oh, okay.
He's not a home run hitter yet.
He had a power. Most home runs was 28 to 28.
I know Ken Griffey and Barry Bonds got to be two of them.
Barry Bonds is one.
Yeah, Griffey not one.
Griffey
It
not
was
a
No.
He wasn't one.
I think it's one Brave on there too.
Chipper Jones.
Nope. No Brave.
He ain't still
Alfonso
no
Soriano.
Hey, Alfonso Soriano is one of them. He's one of them. He's the most recent guy in 2006
My
with the
favorite player
Nationals.
of my Yankees.
Was A-Rod?
Hey, but he did it. A-Rod was another. He did it on the Nationals. Alfonso did though.
Really?
There's one more guy. Mr. Steroid Bash Brother himself, Mr. Jose Canseco.
Oh, Jose
I'm about to say Sammy Sosa.
He stole
I
bases.
said Mark McGwire.
Yep. Jose
It was so
Canseco was the
many.
other one.
Really?
No,
40?
no. Mark McGwire didn't steal bases. He stole Balco.
Oh man.
Hey, yo, what is wrong with you? You are old today, bro.
Hey, Mark McGwire took so much steroids. He took other people's steroids.
Yo, chill, bro.
Hey, Mark McGwire, like, you want the rest of that?
Can I kill that?
Jose Canseco was the first to do it. Jose Canseco was the first.
Yeah, to take the steroids.
Let me
So you
get
said Jose?
Hey, any topics y'all want to bring up? I didn't know if y'all want to talk about this. It was on the docket. He added it late. He was added late. Defensive coordinator for the Bears, Mr. Allen Williams. I don't know if y'all want to talk about it.
Nope.
Nah.
That one alone. The FBI on that one.
Hey,
Diggs injury. Let's talk about Diggs injury.
oh man, yeah.
This sounds like a venting session right here.
I thought we were gonna bring it up, but if you don't know, for us Cowboys followers out there, we love y'all for sure. You know that. But hey, it was reported on Thursday. Trayvon Diggs torn ACL for the season. Also, our center Tyler Bides. I pronounced it wrong, Bides, but he's out for a couple weeks as well.
Oh, man.
We gonna see, but hey, in my man, we was prepared for this a little bit. We got some depth at quarterback. Darren Bland out there, joint. I think he's gonna step up big.
So we're not gonna hear no excuses whenever y'all take an L at some point in time. It won't be.
It ain't happening this week. I know that.
It bet not.
Hey, go ahead and talk about this hybrid.
What I'm saying is, football is a game of wins and losses. You win some and you lose some.
Hey, if y'all lose to the Cardinals, dog, oh my God, I don't want to hear nothing from nothing a whole week.
We're not doing this all season. I'm letting y'all know this right now. We're not doing this all season.
You won't hear about me next week. If we lose the Cardinals, I'm gonna be sick again. Trust me.
I've been so unbiased about the Commanders the whole goddamn season.
Hey, you know there's a lot of Cowboys fans out there. We gotta get more followers, subscribers, baby.
Can I say I did not do the Cowboys dance make a video for it last week because it was the Jets. So it was no point. So you know what I mean? I ain't want to rep nobody's face. It was the Jets. And this week,
yeah, you definitely got to that one. You rubbing it in their face. Gotta slow down.
Just reaching out there now. Everybody's reaching.
No. He do this to me every Tuesday. Pause.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, Payback is a bitch in a period. I want you to know that.
Get him.
Damn. Oh man.
Make sure, tune into all our shows over the weekend, man. Make sure you listen up to us. But hey, if you got some money, man, I got a little parlay for y'all. Quick, I get into it. I got the Pats. Pats this week minus 2.5. At this point, it's minus 3. I don't like that as much as 2.5. Hopefully, you got on that. I also got the Bills. Take the money line. Take the money line against the Commanders. That's easy money out there for me.
Oh.
One thing. Texans Jaguars though. I'm saying Texans 9.5. If we get to get 10, hell yeah, I'll take those points for sure. Next, also Seahawks. I got the Seahawks winning, as well as the Rams money line. That juices it up a lot. Bad parlays, spend your money as you will, for sure. But hey, tell them where you can find you at, fellas. Wild card.
Man, you already know what it is. Catch me right here, 613 Faye Productions. Whether it's in the four corners of wrestling, throw them cards down, or right here with my fellas, the Man Cave Sports Podcast. And hey, y'all can't find me there. Neither one of them places. RW Sports Network. You know what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you don't know, man, Four Corners Wrestling just came out with another season. Make sure y'all check them out. Just put a first episode out, second episode coming. Jay Jones, where can we find you, man?
Jay Jones, all 4 social media platforms, Twitter, IG, Facebook, TikTok, the Man Cave Sports Group on Facebook. Holla at us. Be there.
Hey, other tag team brother that is the heart pumping of Montgomery County football. Both of you guys is pumping this joint up. Coach Drip. What about you? Where you find you?
You can find me on Friday at the concession stand because we'll be up 35 now. That's why I'm practicing right now.
I knew he was gonna say. I knew it.
You can find me on Coach Drip 304. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter on both. Michael Turner on Facebook, 613 Faye on YouTube, Google, Apple, Spotify, wherever.
Hey, Coach Hybrid. Oh, not Coach Hybrid. Hybrid. Can't have another coach on the show. Can't have 2 coaches on.
Nah, I don't want to get fined, but I leave. Nah, so on Instagram, you can find me at eproc the hybrid, EPROC _ the hybrid. On TikTok, you can just put me on as the hybrid EP. You can find me on there. And if you're in the Washington, D.C., Metro, Virginia area, you can find me on the stage or my band's page at TLB Band Show, stuff like that. But also, one thing, right? Since it's a rivalry, right? We ain't got no bets or nothing going on. Some of you guys do the next time we on stage. I mean, on camera, nothing.
Hey, I've been killing. I was killing that situation, and nobody wanted no push-ups no more on the show.
That's bullshit, because he was ducking that Team USA smoke. He wouldn't say when he kind of was on the waiver.
I said it. Y'all never called me out for the bet
because you wasn't here.
Man, it's a new week, man. Coach Drip.
Okay, so since you said that, this is why he won't bet. Last year we beat them 28-0. And then in the playoffs we beat them 34-6.
We talk about the Blair and Einstein team, right?
It's just in the past, man.
Y'all gonna see this on Saturday, but I'm practicing for Friday. I'm just working on my concession stand.
Eating L's, man. Eating losses, man.
Hey, for all y'all out there, man, first off, foremost, we appreciate each and every one of y'all for listening, tuning in, subscribing, hit the notifications. If you don't know, at 613 Faye Productions on every YouTube streaming site, Instagram, whatever you want. We there. We out there, man. This is the Man Cave Sports Podcast. We got other shows on the network. We out there, man. Make sure y'all listen to us. We appreciate everything. Make sure you drop a 5-star review if possible. Apple, Spotify, whatever it is. You can find me at G Money Caveman on the Twitter X. But hey, what we do, Jay?
Hey, shut the door on y'all asses, man. We out of here, you dig?
Yes, sir.